Hello lovely people, welcome back to my channel. My name's Maya. If you've never been here before, welcome. I film lifestyle, college, beauty videos. I think we have a pretty good time here. So feel free to hit the subscribe button down below and turn on the post notifications so you get notified every Thursday when I upload a video. Today we are going to be talking about the two things that keep my life from falling apart: my planner and my bullet journal. And we're also going to be talking a little bit about this new journal. I'm testing out a heartsong journal. I'll get into that a little bit later, but before we start jumping into these, I want to talk about the eye look that I'm wearing today. This purple look, I'm using the James Charles palette. If you guys want to see a recreation of this look or some other looks from that palette, let me know what you want to see below or on my Instagram, because I want to film a video using it, but I don't know what you guys would want. Also, if my voice sounds weird today, I'm fighting a cold, but that's just the life. So we're going to start talking about my bullet journal and my planner, and then I'm going to clean off my desk and do some close-ups of some things and walk you through the exact spreads. But first of all, let's start with my bullet journal. So for 2019, I decided to go with this purple. This is a Lechttrum 1917, I think that's the brand. Yeah. And I went with the purple color in 2018. Mine was blue, but I wanted a purple look. It matches my room, it matches my eyes, it matches everything. When you open up the book, of course, there's my name, which I'm not going to show you. And then there is the index, which I haven't filled in because I have a problem with the index, you know, because it's like, what if I mess something up? So I generally just don't write in the index. So then on the first page, we have my 2019 cover page and my 2019 year at a glance. Then we have this grid cheat sheet, so that when I'm making my spreads and stuff, I know like how to split it into quarters, halves, that sort of thing. I got this idea from Amanda Rachley. She's really the best with bullet journals, so I'll leave her channel up above here. And I have my word of the year, which, like, I know what the word of the year is, but I'm so bad at calligraphy that I haven't actually written it in yet. But the word of the year is self. Then I have my future log, which this was a spread that I had in my old journal. Let me see if I still have that old bullet journal. Let's see. Yeah, so in this one I called it a 6-month spread, but this is what it normally would look like. But I didn't have a planner at this point last year, and now that I do, or this was 2 years ago, at this point 2 years ago, now that I do, I don't use this spread as much as I thought I would, so it's currently blank in my current bullet journal. Then I have my New Year's resolutions. So I created a section for money, work, YouTube, and fitness personal. So just some like examples. So for money, I want to create and follow a budget, and I want to spend less on food at school. Those are a couple of the things. For work, I want to go for what I want and not overwork myself. For YouTube, I want to continue posting once a week and collaborate with 3 people. Speaking of which, if you're a Calgarian YouTuber who's watching this and you want to collab, let me know, because I need to hit this goal. And for fitness, I want to try boxing, and I want to play lacrosse this spring. So those are a couple of the things for my resolutions. Next up, we have stats and YouTube idea spread. This, I think, came from Emmy Rossum, I think, on YouTube. So on the one page, we have like the subs, likes, watches, and stuff for each month, and then also for Instagram. And then I have like an idea spread, so when I have some ideas, I'll write them down on there. Then we have this list, the to be accomplished and accomplishments lists. So one of my goals for 2019 is to just write down a bunch of things I want to get done and then see how many of them I do. And they're things from like getting my ears pierced, getting a tattoo, reaching out to brands, getting a new job, things like that. Writing them all down here and then making a list of all the ones that I accomplished. I still have yet to fill this spread in. Anyway, January 2019. So the theme that I wanted to do was fireworks, and so the quote that I said, I close my eyes to old ends and open my heart to new beginnings for the new year. So I like to do a different theme every year. I can't remember if I showed you guys like my December or other themes from last year, but my plan is to do like a plan with me for every month. this year. I think that's a good way to fulfill some of the weeks that I need. Okay, let's see. So, for example, for November, I had a poppy theme because it's Remembrance Day. October, Halloween theme. December was probably the best one I've done in a long time, and that one was a winter theme, which in hindsight I should have done a Christmas theme because now, January, I had no idea what to do. So it's just a bunch of snowflakes. So I've started, this was the first month that I did the quote page on one side and the month on the other side, and I really like that idea, so I'm definitely going to stick with that for February. If you have any February theme ideas, leave that down below. The way that I get most of my theme inspirations is from Instagram, especially like bullet journal hashtags, so that's mainly the way that I find inspiration. I'm thinking probably hearts for February because it's Valentine's Day, maybe. Anyway, moving on. So then on the next page, we'll start with the gratitude spread. So every month I have a gratitude spread. So I just write down 3 things every day that I'm grateful for. And then what I used to do, I kind of screwed up this memories page, but I kind of like how it looks. So in my old bullet journal, I had a memories page that was just completely blank, and then I would just paste things into it. So let's find one that's like actually filled in pretty well. So here's an example. So this is the month of August. So my memories page is full of movie tickets because I saw Mamma Mia, Darkest Minds, and Crazy Rich Asians that month. So I stuck those ones in. For November was my brother's band concert, so I stuck the ticket in for that. Some of them go empty though because I don't do anything like that for the month. So this time what happened was I accidentally numbered both sides of the page, the gratitude and the memories. So this time I've been just writing down like great things that happened on that day. So like for example, on January 5th we went and did pond hockey, so I wrote down pond hockey because that was the best memory from the day. So that's just kind of what my memories looks like. So then we have our habits for January. So the first page is the January habit tracker. So I just have my habits down the one side, and then I dot in the correct like color on the chart. So an example is like tracking the days that I post or work on YouTube. So those are red. So every day that I do it, I find like the number and I put the dot. It's pretty straightforward. There are things like moisturizing, which I've done every day since I started tracking, and then there are things like drinking 3 glasses of water. That doesn't get checked off very often. On the next page, we have the January mood and sleep tracker. So this vertical tracker is my sleep tracker, so every night I just put a dot of like how many hours of sleep average I got. And then my mood tracker is on the bottom here, and I've gone through plenty of variations of mood trackers, and this is the one that I feel like is the most natural to use for me. So instead of like having one mood in a whole day, we all feel a variety of things throughout the day, so I decided to do it more of like a scale. So again, they're all color-coded and they have numbers, so for every day I rank like on the scale what number they fit at. So for example, like motivation is purple, so you can see that my motivation has kind of like gone up and down throughout the month. So it's just really interesting for me to see how I'm feeling, if anything's correlating, that kind of stuff. Then on the next page we have January upcoming. So this is less to-dos, less events, and more movies that are coming out that I want to see, music that's coming out that I want to listen to, books that are coming out that I want to read, and TV shows, generally on Netflix, that are being released that I want to see. So for this month, for the movies category, we have Glass, which is an M. Night Shyamalan movie that came out on Friday, which I have not seen. But then in music, Mike Posner's new album dropped on January 18th as well, and I have listened to some of that, so I checkmarked that. Books, there was nothing new dropping that I knew about that I wanted to read, so I didn't fill that one out. And then for TV, I wrote down what was coming to Netflix. So we have Series of Unfortunate Events Season 3 was coming January 1st. Marie Kondo show was coming January 1st. Quiet Place was being released January 2nd. Solo was being released January 2nd. And then on cable television, Kim's Convenience was coming out this month, and Schitt's Creek. So then when I watch or have, like, recognized that that's been released, I check them off. So I've watched Kim's Convenience and I've watched Schitt's Creek as they've been coming out. So I checked those off, but I haven't watched Quiet Place, so it's still there for me to remember. I can be aware of, like, what movies are coming that I want to see, what TV shows I should be aware of that are coming. If any of the ones I really want to watch are leaving Netflix, I also write that down. But I can show you guys kind of how I go about finding all those things when I do the February plan with me. The next page is my January to-dos page. So I have my video ideas written down and which ones I'm doing and what day they have to go up. And then my blog posts written down and what day they have to go up. And then I have a personal one, so I have to, like, reach out to my bank. So that's there. Then the one, like, for school and stuff, those are all going in my planner, but we'll get to that in a moment. Then, this is a new thing that I started doing for January, and this is the last page that I have for January, but it is my January mood and vision board. So, what I decided is I want to make a yearly mood and vision board, but I also want to make a mood and vision board that is specific for this month, each and every month, just for some motivation. And my bullet journal almost always flips open to this page, so that's really funny to me. But this is what the vision and mood board looks like, and these pictures are all from We Heart It. So on the vision board side, we have this lip, which, I don't know, it just resonated with me. I really like that. We have an organized space, getting work done. This side is the vision board, by the way, or the mood board. This is the vision. So these are the moods I wanted to feel. So, like, fancy, put together. We're going to Arizona, so at the end of the month, so I wanted to include that. And then I also have this quote that says, "It doesn't matter if it's a relationship, a lifestyle, or a job. If it doesn't make you happy, let it go." So that's one of the things I'm really working on this month. And then on the vision board side of things, we have a person wearing boxing gloves because I want to try out boxing this month. We have jeans with money in it because I was hoping to increase the money that I was making this month. Not really happening so far, but we're getting there. I have coffee mugs because I wanted to go on a bunch of networking coffee dates, which I have done, and I'm really proud of myself for doing that, so that's a check. I have a picture of Kayla Nicholson in Toronto because I'm going to Toronto in February, and I'm trying to meet up with her. That one's a work in progress. And then down here I also have playlists because I wanted to create some more playlists, which I have done. I'll leave my Spotify link down below. So that's just a good thing for me to flip open to in January. I'm a big believer in what you put on your vision boards coming to life for you. So that is the overview of my January and my 2019 bullet journal. Now we have my planner. So I talked a little bit about this in my 18 favorites of 2018 video, which of course I'll link above. This is a Pipsticks planner. It is a 17-month planner, so it lasts all the way until January or December 2019. So I'm set for the rest of the year. I did get this in September or October. Nope, September I got it. So it starts in August, so that's pretty good. So basically, we'll just use the August spread as an example of a blank spread because I didn't use it. So this is what it looks like when you open to the main spread of the month. So on this side we have like all these things to fill in, which I'm always interested to look back in what I was loving at the time. So for example, in September, loving working at Starbucks, watching The Marvelous Miss Maisel, reading Crazy Rich Asians, listening to Cher and ABBA, drinking pumpkin spice latte, thinking about decisions I have to make, waiting for balance, things like that. So I fill those in when I plan out the next month. So it's really exactly what I was focused on for that month. So then you open to the main monthly spread. So we have the whole calendar view. We have the two calendar, the month before and the month after. We have special days and fun stuff, and then they have a challenge at the bottom that I rarely do, but like this one is creative challenge, send fun mail to your long distance BFFs, so that kind of a thing. Then we can open to the weekly spread, which looks like this, and so we've got each day of the week with a bunch of space to write in, 3 columns. And then down here we also have more information about the day of the week, and then Occasionally they'll have like quizzes and stuff on the days, so like, do you believe in astrology, and then you just check off like yes or no. It's kind of fun. So basically I'll show you a layout of this that I've done, that I use this very specifically. So let's see where I decided to start using it. Okay, so here's an example. So this is from October. So what I do is I write out my courses and everything, every event that I have on the first column underneath the day of the week. Then we have in the second column anything that's due that day. So for example, on this Wednesday, I had a quiz due. And then mostly the third column's just left open, but on the bottom, I write down what I want to get done for that day. So for example, this day, for Tuesday, I needed to look over the quiz notes for that quiz, and I wanted to write my rough draft for an essay. That way I can keep track of what's due and what I want to do. And that's basically it for the monthly layout and the weekly layout. At the beginning, they have a ton of stickers, which I love. I'm always about those stickers. In like fall, spring, winter, and summer colors. Bunch of sheets of them. Then they have the 2019-2020 layouts of the calendars. They have a bunch of different holidays that are coming up. So for example, January 2019, like today is Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday in the US, so that's fun. And then they also have a goals page, which I've never used. I didn't actually realize this existed. I like that a lot. And then you get into the main spread. And then at the end of the year, they have like a bunch of... Oh, and they also have a little bit into January 2022, so that you can plan ahead before you get your new planner. And then there are just like a bunch of note pages, which I have writing on, but like that, for example. And then in the back, there's a pouch. Currently has a bunch of flashcards in it, so we don't need to deal with that. But this planner just comes in handy for everything. Like, I write notes in it, I plan out my whole life. It is just my child. So I love that. The last thing I'm going to talk to you guys about is the heartsong journal. And sorry if I'm like leaning, the sun is coming right in the window, but so this idea came from Kayla Nicholson. What a surprise. She decided to do this for 2019, and I decided to also do it. So I will link her video above for like more detailed information. But basically it's a place to write down like your star sign, like your astrology stuff, your horoscope, your tarot readings, all that kind of thing, your personality quiz results. So we just did the Myers-Briggs test in class, so I'm going to write that stuff down in here. So basically on the first page I just made like a gross title page that just says Heartsong Journal. Then I did my Year of Tarot spread, so I just wrote down the overall theme and then all the months. There will be a blog post up about this very soon, so you guys can see. And then I've just been writing down my, like, every time I pull a tarot card, what it means and the day that I pulled it. So what I want to add is, like, my horoscopes, anything just kind of, like, spiritual and tarot-ish. And I'm going to get a tarot reading done, so I might put that in here and that kind of thing. But of course I'll leave her video so you can see like exactly what she's gonna put into hers. And yeah, that is all. Make sure that you stay tuned for my February Plan With Me video, which should be coming out hopefully at the end of January. I'm hoping. I'm going to Arizona though, so I'm not sure when I'm gonna do that, but it will be coming. And if you have any questions about bullet journaling or planning, leave them down below. And make sure to check out the channels I've mentioned in this video because they're super helpful with bullet journaling, planning, etc. And if you want to see me do other videos like this, let me know, again, in the comments below. And with that, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!